Did the prophet foresee everything?
Well, I did not expect you to keep company with a seraph.
Tyrael.
I knew what he was the instant I beheld him, but being in his presence makes me quite nervous.
He is our ally.
We do not deserve it. Tyrael sacrificed all he knew to aid us. I hope it is worthwhile.
You and your brother chose different paths.
We're not much alike, really. He was always dependable and practical. A complete bore, I'd say.
And you committed yourself to a life of crime.
Hardly. I was just amusing myself with the Thieves' Guild. It was nothing serious.
Your brother had no objections.
That may have been serious.
Hey, mister. I got some new things. I may look small, but I'll hurt you if you try to steal from me.
Hey, you! Come here.
May the gods who abandoned us come to your aid.
It cannot be far. I must wait. I'm afraid not. I need a corpse. I'm afraid not. No. I must have a corpse. I'm afraid not. I must have a corpse. I'm afraid not. I need a corpse. No. I'm afraid not. That is not possible. I require a corpse for that. Not possible. I need a corpse. That is not possible. That is not possible.
We have done it!
That is not possible. That is not possible. I require a corpse for that. That is not possible.
I will use this.
I'm afraid not.
The night embraces you.
That is not possible. I'm afraid not.
I will make our foes suffer as I suffer.
I need a corpse. That is not possible. Give it more time.
Diablo was the youngest of the prime evils, but I found him the most dangerous, for his power over terror left him incapable of feeling fear. Though he had easily possessed and corrupted many humans, Diablo's essence was finally trapped in a soul stone and banished to the unfathomable abyss 20 years ago.
I'm afraid not. I need essence. No.
Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not.
Thank the gods.
You are safe now.
Not enough essence. No.
I owe you everything. Run and do not look back.
I need a corpse. Give it more time. I'm afraid not.
I'm rescued.
Head south to Chaldeum.
The gods have answered my prayers.
Don't worry about us. Go!
I thought rescue would never come.
You are safe now.
corpse. Would take pride in this. No. I must have a corpse. No. I'm afraid not. I'm returning to town.
Good thought.
New goods today. Please look.
moment of your death grows near.
It matters not. While you hunted me, Belial's Imperial Guard captured your little witch Leah. Soon, her power shall be his. When I joined the Coven, it was weak and idle. The leaders were content to do nothing, while the prime evils were imprisoned. I convinced another witch to help me poison them, and together we took control. She left some years later, but I continued, bringing the Coven to glory under Lord Belial.
I must wait. Caldeum is still in peril. Before she died, Magda revealed that Belial's treachery goes even deeper than we suspected. I killed Magda. Before she passed, she claimed that Belial used the Imperial Guard to capture Leah.
Then they must be holding the Emperor against his will. I tremble to think what Belial might do with Leah and her growing power. The only chance we have to rescue Leah is to wrest the Emperor from the grasp of the Imperial Guard.
We need to get into the city. Ashira might be able to help. Do you remember your time as an angel?
Not just any angel. I was the Archangel of Justice. My fall awoke the vengeful dead who were slain unjustly during Diablo's reign of terror. There was nothing I could do. As my power left my body, I had absolutely no control over it. Caldeum is the greatest city in the world, the seat of the Empire of Kyrgyzstan.
So they say.
Its libraries overflow with undeciphered tomes of arcane knowledge. Its streets cover labyrinthine tunnels. It is a city of wonder and mystery. I do not know how these refugees persevere. Their situation is dire, and it seems there is little hope for them. Where do they find the strength to carry on?
Their hearts possess the will to survive.
The human spirit never ceases to amaze me. I feel Belial in the very air. I see his shadow behind haunted eyes. Hear his voice whispering lies on the wind. He need not bring an army to this city. It is his already.
My people are shunned many places, but we were always welcomed in Caldeum. Something must be very wrong, that they won't even let their own people into the city now.
But what is it? You must tell me everything.
Is that any way to speak to me? And you don't need visions to see that Belial is in control of the city. The question is how.
How did you meet your wife?
It's actually quite a tale. We met in a town not far from here on the outskirts of Curast. She was, well, you're not going to believe it. She was locked in a cage.
Your wife was a criminal?
No. They were going to burn her as a witch.
That is a crime here, isn't it?
Let's talk about this another time.
There ain't no guards around, are there?
As the shepherd watches over his flock.
Do you see that armor? No wonder he destroyed those cultists in our garners so easily.
I can't believe anyone could have survived that out there, let alone defeat those monsters.
I know, but he did it. Attention, subjects of Emperor Hakan II. A trespasser has been sighted in the city sewers. Witnesses describe the suspect as a young woman in a crimson tunic. Reports indicate that she arrived in Caldeum recently, along with a party of suspicious travelers. Any information leading to her immediate capture will be handsomely rewarded by His Eminence.
Demis, is that you? What happened?
Thieving peasants. They came while I was sleeping, pinned me down, and cut off my robes and jewelry.
I'm so sorry, my friend. Come, stay with me. I am sharing a tent with a fine and generous family.
Oh no, I am staying where the guards are. You wait and see. That peasant family is going to slit your throat and rob your corpse.
I've dug up some
I find all sorts of things down in the aqueducts. I like the shiny ones the best.
These are no random demons summoned by some power-mad sorceress. The demon lords are coming.
From the sculpted sky roads leading to the Imperial Palace, one can see all of breathtaking Caldeum below.
Breathtaking? Before the gates closed, I saw 3 rats and a starving child fighting over half an apple.
It pleases you to exaggerate, I'm sure.
No, it pleases me to pass out drunk in the shade. But here we are.
The Emperor is destroying the city. He must come to his senses soon. The Emperor is destroying the city. He must come to his senses soon.
To come so close to this wonder city and not be allowed inside is worse than never seeing it at all. To come so close to this wonder city.
The Zakarum are behind everything that's going wrong around here. They raised the Emperor, you know.
Caldeum relies on trade to survive. If they keep the city closed for long, it will die. Caldeum relies on trade to survive.
It's quite difficult to keep the sand out of here. You haven't been out in the desert recently, have you?
The Trade Consortium Council has always been the ruling body of Caldeum, but it gained additional strength after the fall of the Vigerai. The councilmen saw opportunity in the rapidly growing Zakarum faith, and they allowed the fanatics to build their enormous cathedral, Saldenkal, within the center of the city. Not content to reign supreme in commerce and religion, the Trade Consortium Council aspired to make Caldeum a nexus of learning as well. It proposed to unite the mage academies in a massive new structure, the Ashari Sanctum, which has remained a beacon of knowledge and advancement ever since.
The Zakarum are behind everything that's...
I wouldn't go over there if I were you. Some poor fellow fell to his death from the walls.
Is there no one to help us? The demons have taken over the desert. How long until they come to Caldeum?
My little Hakan has become so cruel, so paranoid in the last few weeks. I hear that he has ordered all of his staff to leave the city, or he will have them thrown from the walls. He cannot possibly mean me. I have cared for him since he was an infant.
Why can't these people see? We're nothing like them. You understand that, don't you? I can tell you're different from this gutter trash.
Tilnan has many of my pieces, come straight from the Emperor's own collection. Very valuable. But Tilnan knows you can afford it.
Captain Ravan, the conditions out here are deplorable. Something must be done to aid these people.
You
can't treat me like this, like some commoner. There must have been some mistake. I am a favored member of the Emperor's court.
Ashira, the Emperor is in danger. I need to speak with him.
I heard what you did at Qasim Outpost in Alcanis. You have my thanks, and you shall have my help. Captain Ravan, this man has vital information regarding the massacre in the borderlands. We must see the Emperor at once.
Very well, but I don't think you'll find him receptive. Let them pass.
We need to be within the safety of the city walls.
Let's go. I'll lead you to the palace.
You are bold to have sought this audience with me. My guards tell me you were responsible for the massacre of innocent villagers in Alcanis.
Your guards lied.
If you are innocent, then why do you have spies skulking through my sewers? Bring her in!
Let me go!
I detest violence. Guards, I leave this matter in your hands.
I need a corpse.
I knew you'd come for me.
You are quite the optimist.
Get out of here. I will cover your escape.
Thank you. Now we need to get to the sewers. I'll explain why when we get there.
I'm afraid not. That is not possible.
These demons are blocking our way. We must destroy their summoning construct.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. Give it more time. That is not possible.
There has to be a way into the sewers from here. This leads to the sewers. I found my mother Adria. She's alive. But the Imperial Guard is holding her somewhere down here.
We must reach her.
They won't get us.
I'm afraid not.
So Magda was telling the truth. Somehow I knew my mother was alive. Always knew it.
There is still a reason she never reunited with you. I'm afraid not.
The accursed were created when a necrotic plague spread through Kyrgyzstan centuries ago. The infected watched in terror as their flesh blackened and died. The strongest medicines could not stop the decay. Eventually, they fell into a dormant state, and their bodies were piled up in dark and forgotten places where they could rest undisturbed.
And now we see the truth of this city. Shining citadels built on rot and evil.
Not everyone loathes sewers, you know.
The electric eels are insidious pests that have taken root in the oases surrounding Chaldean. Known for their stinging strikes, these creatures are particularly dangerous when they attack in large numbers. It is said that raw eel has become a delicacy among Chaldean's elite, but I assure you these rumors are baseless.
That is not possible. No. Your death nears.
We won!
My exemplary servants. Keep the witch alive until she talks. Pain will loose her tongue, but only to a point. Remember what happened with the vizier's assistant? It was a pleasurable time, I admit. But the man had only incoherent babble and bloody strands of pus spilling from his lips by the end.
That needs to recharge.
Adria should be up here.
Give it more time.
Tell us about the Black Soul Stone! We know of the three that the Horadrim used to trap the Primevals. What is the purpose of this one?
Your master Belial has good reason to fear it.
Leave her alone!
Seize them!
Leah, my daughter.
You know who I am?
My darling, I've watched over you all your life, but I never dared get close because of the danger that always shadows me.
Speaking of which, let's get moving.
I got some new things. You should take a look.
I heard that you were there 20 years ago when Mount Eriad was destroyed.
Baal, the Lord of Destruction, sought to enslave mankind to the power of hell by corrupting the sacred World Stone. Unthinkable though it was, I was forced to destroy it.
But there were consequences.
Understand, friend, that entire worlds burned as heaven and hell fought over the World Stone. Eriad's destruction was regrettable. And, believe me, I paid a high cost as well.
I'm surprised Cain never told you why I left. He knew I was called to fight the Lords of Hell. And I knew he would keep you safe.
He's gone now.
Then it's fate that we have been reunited. Cain's work, your work, is my war.
According to the Heraldric texts, only 2 evils remain. Belial is here in Chaldeum, and Azmodan has yet to reveal himself.
What happened when you destroyed the World Stone?
The resultant explosion dispersed the light and harmony of my angelic being. Without form or shape, I restored myself within the realm of pandemonium. It took me 20 of your years, but finally, I returned home to the high heavens.
Did your brethren understand?
Hardly. Believing my actions had endangered creation, the Angiras Council put me, the Archangel of Justice, on trial. I knew then that heaven was doomed, unless I could enlist the aid of mankind against the coming onslaught of hell.
Leah still adores you, even though you left behind.
What? No, I never saw it that way. She grew up in safety, while I risked my life to find the key to our salvation. It was the sacrifice that I had to make. In any case, Leah will meet her full potential under my guidance. Do you not have things to do?
How well did you know Cain?
For a time, during the darkening of Tristram, we spent many nights in the Tavern of the Rising Sun, discussing his Heraldric texts and the varied arcana I'd collected during my travels.
Did you meet again?
Only from afar. From time to time, our paths would cross, and I would catch glimpses of Leah as she grew. It broke my heart that I could not reveal myself and raise her as my own.
How did the guards capture you?
I was trying to steal out of the city. I'd returned to gather some things before setting out to recover Zoltan Kuhl's head, and the guards found me.
The guards were asking you about this Black Soul Stone. I remember reading about it in Uncle's journal, but it didn't seem important.
No, but it is. It is the key to defeating evil forever. It was created by the mage Zoltan Kuhl to trap demonic souls.
Yes, he was in Renegade Herodrim, dismembered by his brethren before he could activate the Soul Stone. His head was sealed away in the Dulgar Oasis.
We must retrieve it, because if we're to use the Soul Stone to defeat Belial and Azmodan, Zoltan Kuhl must live again.
I do not like this. We can defeat Belial.
I have a new ally. The witch, Adria. She believes that the Black Soul Stone will allow us to defeat the Lords of Hell. But this remains to be seen.
Murderer, torturer, monster. These were the titles bestowed upon Zoltan Kuhl by the Horadrim. Though it cost them dearly, they killed the wizard for his crimes against nature and sealed his broken corpse within a shadow realm. It seems they were afraid he might return.
I don't like dealing with Kuhl any better than you do, but I see no other way. If Adria says we must, Then we must. Uncle Deckard trusted her, and so will I.
300 years ago, I selected Kul and 6 others to form the Horadrim. He was a great man who was driven mad by his long quest to hunt evil.
He is not the first. What did he do?
He delved into powers not meant for man, trying to fashion an artifact that could fill his empty heart with the souls of angels and demons. The Horadrim had no choice but to slay him. The Order never recovered.
Zoltan Kuhl, a legend. There is no doubt in my mind he is as powerful as the stories say. But for every bit of his genius, he was surely mad. He was obsessed with immortality and power.
A madman. We would do better to leave him asleep in the desert than to call on him for aid.
You have a better idea.
I do not. It is merely a warning.
Your mind is always wandering.
It is merely the consequence of seeing that which is not readily visible. I have accepted it.
Being unusual has its strengths.
Then you have my thanks. Although, perhaps you are right. I feel as though part of me still sleeps in a faraway realm.
It could be the lingering effect of the spell.
That would be nice. But the feeling I have indicates that it is more unpleasant and complicated than that.
What happened to your brother?
Nothing you'd want to hear.
I have heard a lot. I could probably help.
And then what? I suppose you'll make it all right. You'll fix it up just like another one of your little errands. Some things aren't that easy.
I will respect your privacy.
God, you're so noble about it too. Spare me.
Those you've chosen to fight alongside you are an interesting bunch. Children after my own heart, flawed in such interesting ways. Irena is quite vivacious for one with such a burden, don't you think? I know you agree with me, Cormac. You'd best keep your vows in mind, or maybe you shouldn't. And that Lyndon, he makes me laugh. He can warm my bed any night. Reminds me of my second husband, he does.
After what I've heard of him, I'd prefer not to become involved with this Zoltan Kuhl.
It will be dangerous, but you have faced great peril before. If Belial and Azmodan invade, you will have much more to worry about than a dismembered wizard.
How did you rescue your wife?
I broke her out in the middle of the night and we escaped. They didn't chase us far. I guess they were glad to see her go.
You did not fear her, even given the accusations.
She wasn't a witch. She was a mystic, though we didn't find that out for a time. Not until we started traveling with the Vetchin wagon train. But that's a story for another time.
I thought my family...
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested in.
I do not feel well.
I'm not surprised. You've been out in the sun for hours.
I can't leave. The Emperor will come to his senses any moment now.
Take some of my water, you fool.
They will never break our spirits.
I know a lot of people are happy that the nobles are out here with us, but we are used to this life. It must be hard on them.
There's an underground movement to depose the Emperor. That's why they have us all trapped out here. They're trying to break us.
How long must this continue? It's hard to stay hopeful.
I heard you were responsible for destroying the Coven. They were a bit soft in the head, were they not?
The Imperial Guards are demons in disguise. I swear it's true.
I hear the Imperial Guards' hold on the city is weakening. I hear some of their prisoners escaped.
Why don't you come see Tilnan's new goods? You cannot deny us entry into the city!
I remember when Caldeum was the shining jewel of the East.
I used to dream of coming here.
Lost some of its luster now, eh?
It's disgusting. I've seen that man going in and out of the sewers. You never can tell with those types.
What in the burning hells are you? You look like you could stone the city gates all by yourself. Maybe I could convince you to try.
It's quite a maze down here, isn't it?
Andariel was the only female evil. She aided the lesser evils for many years, but eventually she lost faith in their plots. 2 decades ago, she chose to help Diablo during his resurgence and seize the citadel of the Sightless Eye. Ultimately, she perished at the hands of brave heroes.
The Enchantress is quite intriguing. Wouldn't you agree?
No. And isn't she quite a bit younger than you?
What? No, you misunderstand me. That's not what I...
Listen to me. I cannot talk for long. Belial's guards are constantly watching me.
Are they?
Forgive me for my behavior at court. The gods would have killed me had I sided with you. But I will help you now as I can. You must be headed to the oasis. I can open this gate for you.
You must act. Retake control of your city.
There's little I can do. Between my advisors and the Imperial Guard, my every move and action are controlled. I've tried to fight back, but Belial's influence is strong. But now you've given me a chance. Perhaps my only chance.
How can you aid me if you are being watched?
You're here to kill Belial, aren't you? I can help.
But you have no power.
I can still fight in my own way. I want my empire back. I will find where Belial is hiding and deliver him to you.
You have already proved yourself untrustworthy.
I told you it was not my choice. My every move is controlled, and I am surrounded by enemies. But I swear to you, I will help you. I will prove it to you.
deserve death.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not.
Juriel is the twin of Andariel. I believe that they conspired together to assist Diablo in releasing Mephisto and Baal, though they had both supported the lesser evils in the past. The Lord of Pain was found guarding Baal's prison, the tomb of Tal Rasha, when he was slain by heroes.
You will make a fine corpse. My master would take pride in this.
By the light, I've never seen a place like this.
That is not possible. That is not possible.
The evil of Mephisto, Lord of Hatred, was so pervasive that even after he had been defeated and entombed in a soul stone, his demonic essence oozed upwards into Travancore and corrupted the Zakharum priests. Though he fell to the same heroes who killed his brothers, I fear for us should he ever return.
I'm afraid not.
To those who doubt my achievements in research, I present my findings on the Dune Dervish. It took me many years to find the truth of these strange, deadly figures. But my sources indicate that they are the cursed remains of mages who summoned a demon far beyond their power to control.
Holy onslaught! By all that is holy, do you see that enemy over there?
No.
It is easy to focus on the dangerous foes one may encounter on the ground, but the Bloodhawks rule the skies with terrible ferocity. These crimson-winged birds will wait until their prey is at a disadvantage, then swoop down to attack. Watch for their shadows on the nearby terrain and be prepared to flee quickly.
That is not possible. That is not possible.
Some days, I think I would have been happier living a simple life. A farmer does not accomplish great deeds, but he sows his seeds and sees a harvest in good time. There is peace to be found in such gentle accomplishment.
That is not possible.
centuries ago, a much smaller Chaldeum depended upon small wells for its water. Then came the mysterious Dalgur, offering Chaldeum an oasis of unparalleled splendor, located in an area previously thought to be desert, asking only that his name be permanently affixed to the land. Then he vanished into the wastes.
That is not possible. That is not possible. Traces of Zoltan Kuhl's magic linger here. Give it more time. That is not possible. Give it more time.
Always wanted to fight some of these.
That is not possible. I'm afraid not.
We are in agreement. Kuhl, the renegade, must be stopped. He seeks to duplicate the power of the stones and wield it for his own ends. He is obsessed with the powers of heaven and hell. Drawing their attention will only bring doom to us all.
Christ never wrote about this.
Not all dangerous demons are large and imposing. The dust imps are little more than children in size, but they possess the cunning and bloodlust of far larger creatures. They take cover in the shadows, emerging only when viable prey wanders too close. Then they ambush, leaving little more than bones behind them.
May be strong, but I will not stand down.
That is not possible. I'm injured.
I'll be telling stories about that for a while.
I'm afraid not. Possible. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. possible. That is not possible. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not.
Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down.
Heal. That is not possible. I must wait longer. My health is restored.
Glorious development.
That is not possible.
How many other structures are buried like this?
That is not possible.
Set out in 1 week's time into the desolate sands to search for Kul's hidden archives. None of us have any idea what to expect. How far has Kul's madness driven him? How much power has he accumulated in his mad quest? I can only hope we are not too late.
Baal was the most brash and reckless of the primevals. After the Dark Exile, he was contained within the Horodrim Tal Rasha and entombed. Centuries later, Diablo freed Baal, who then corrupted the World Stone to devastating effect for the barbarians who lived near Mount Arreat. The heroes killed Baal shortly afterward.
Possible.
More righteous! Your death nears!
No.
The vault door is sealed by magic means. The stone faces upon the ground seem to have some reaction to our presence. We would investigate further, but our intrusion has woken something in these halls. We should not linger.
help! The Imperial Guards are in my home. You can't let them find what's in the back room.
The refugees will make fine slaves, and you will make a fine corpse.
You have done something truly noble, warrior. Let me show you why this room is so important. The Imperial Guards were trying to take these refugees. I did not know what to do. I am not the warrior my father was. Take whatever you want from his chests.
May Akara praise you.
I'm afraid not. No more will perish here.
Fezul Alcazar promised that he would lead his followers from sinful Chaldeum to a lily-strewn paradise at the heart of the desert, and that the journey would transform them beyond all recognition. Judging by the condition of the gnawed corpses found weeks later, Fezul kept at least one of his promises.
Did you feel that? A cool breeze in the center of the desert. What a strange place this oasis is.
This chest is not all it seems. They weren't expecting a priest of Rathma. I'm afraid not. That is not possible. That is not possible. That is not possible. I'm afraid not.
Hey, mister, I got some new things. You should take a look.
Fine choice. This will aid me.
If you keep holding back, then you'll never improve. It is time. Leah, cast the spell as I taught you.
I live again.
Zoltan Kuhl. We need you to activate the Black Soul Stone. We would use it to trap the last two Lords of Hell.
I know your voice, stranger. It has haunted me in death, just as it commanded me in life. Tyrael.
I am, but now mortal.
Ah, fate is whimsical. My insight grows. give you the Black Soul Stone, but in exchange, I must be made whole once again.
You were treacherous before. How do I know you won't be an even greater threat once you've been fully revived?
You don't. So you must ask yourself, how much would you risk to save this wretched world?
Everything.
So be it. To begin, you will need to retrieve my blood from the dungeons where it has been hidden away. You will find them in the desolate sands beyond the aqueducts.
I'm going to go with you. We should bring Cool's head with us. Maybe he'll have something useful to say. I'll put him in your bag.
This is madness. You must know he will betray us.
You're an interesting one, aren't you? I wonder if your friends know what you truly are.
I have no time to entertain your assumptions.
All will be revealed in time.
Possible. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not.
I don't like the look of that.
My wounds are deep. That is not possible.
I want more time to explore the great library of Chaldean when this is all over.
I'm afraid not. Me of Cain.
Overwhelm the enemy and seize his companions. There is a witch among them, and another, a girl. Bring them to me along with the Black Soul Stone. They will be searching for the head of Zoltan Cool. Scour the oasis for it. Some old sorcery lingers on the skull, and it must be mine.
That is not possible.
No. I'm losing strength. That is not possible. That is not possible. I need healing.